Kablooey, we had a 14-year in the making pipe bomb go off from John Cena, giving CM Punk his receipt, because boy howdy, did John Cena just eviscerate CM Punk on the microphone, giving him payback for all those years ago, 2011's pipe bomb that Punk cut on him that made Punk a household name. This is your one take, one shot Raw review where I do it all in one take, one shot. That means if John Cena comes in here and cuts a promo, well, I'm cooked, because I'll tell you what, John Cena's promos lately, the heel turn has turned around, and it's actually very, very interesting and fun once more. People, if you still believe that John Cena was trying to ruin wrestling and not give us nothing, I think now you see that that was just an angle, because John Cena is doing phenomenal work as he ruins wrestling and makes it entertaining. He wants to take this belt home with him forever, but we can't let him. I want you to take this belt home with you forever, actually, and all you got to do to win this belt here is comment below. You got to subscribe to the channel also, and hit that bell, ding ding ding, notification. And if you wouldn't mind, a thumbs up. The thumb's not going to talk today because we did not get 36 likes in the live stream. So like, thumb, just present yourself in the up motion, and that's what it wants you to do. All right, let me put this down. Can't cut the video. Not cutting the video. Still talking. Let's talk this pipe bomb. Well, what happened? This was the main event of SmackDown. We had R-Truth. He was seen earlier in the night. We'll talk all SmackDown. But some people just want to hear the main event segment. So R-Truth, he comes out, right? It is the What Up music, but he doesn't sing. He just comes out. He's still clapping hands a little bit and whatever. John Cena then comes out. And we have ourselves a matchup. And the match is a little more aggressive than their first match at Saturday's main event. I figured this match was here for, basically, I knew something was going to happen that was in reference to the pipe bomb, because 14 years ago, R-Truth fought John Cena and actually beat him in a table match before CM Punk came out, actually did his pipe bomb. CM Punk actually helped R-Truth win. So that's what I thought was going to happen here. I thought Truth was going to win, and then CM Punk would cut another pipe bomb. Boy, was I wrong. So, I guess technically Truth did win, now that I think about it, because what happened was they're fighting, and a lot of the big moves, like the 5 moves of doom, the tease, like 4 of the 5 moves of doom happened in the commercial break, the picture-in-picture. We almost get the 5 moves of doom, and when John Cena can't do it, he just says, screw this, I'm out. He takes his belt and he starts to walk away down the ramp, and I thought this was super lame, not gonna lie. This was super lame. This was a really good SmackDown, but at the end of the show, there was 2 just blatant disqualifications that really kind of, like, for real, brought it down. I'm taking it down one entire chop because of that, and we'll talk about the chops later. I know I forgot last week. I apologize about that. I forgot Monday because, Goldberg showed up, and, I lose my mind when I see Goldberg. You wouldn't want to see me when I'm angry. When do you get angry, Chop? You never get angry. You're such a positive person, Goldberg. Goldberg makes me angry. Other than that, I'm not angry. I'm like, cool, collective. Anyways, we have John Cena. He's taking the belt. He's going home. R-Truth is like, not gonna happen. He turns Cena around, and Cena just hits him, just clocks him with the belt. Disqualification. I did not like that. I thought that was stupid and lame. I would have rathered R-Truth win. I would have rathered CM Punk cause some distraction, something. But that said, R-Truth did get a disqualification, a DQ victory over John Cena. So in their record together, I think John Cena has 2 wins. R-Truth has 2 wins on John Cena, and this is the 5th. Therefore, R-Truth has a better record against John Cena than John Cena has a better record on him. Plus R-Truth has a better record on Cody Rhodes as well. When he was earlier in his career, Cody Rhodes lost a ton of times to R-Truth. So there's a fun fact for you. R-Truth, better than Cena and Cody combined, if you look on their win-loss record against each other. So anyways, R-Truth, he gets knocked out, right? And that's pretty much the end of R-Truth tonight. Because then CM Punk music hits. He chases John Cena into the ring. They kind of fight, but then at the end, when it's all said and done, John Cena just kicks him in his privates, and CM Punk goes down. We get a belt shot. I think there's 2 belt shots all together. We get the snap into a Slim Jim table. It comes out, and Cena puts Punk through the table. And this is fitting because in 2011, John Cena went through a table. And that's when the pipe bomb happened. And that's what John Cena did. And he definitely referenced the pipe bomb. He said everything from, I don't hate you, Punk. I hate the idea of you, Punk. He said, oops, breaking the fourth wall. He's like, the show's over. John Cena cursed because he did drop an S-bomb. And he also said GD, which I haven't heard since Bret Hart was he was pushing Vince McMahon down, and there was the cage, and he had just lost to Sid Vicious on Monday Night Raw. Sid Vicious. Psycho Sid. He was Psycho Sid back then. And so, yeah, I have not heard a GD in a long, long time on WWE TV, and here we have an S-bomb and a GD bomb, and John Cena is just going off. CM Punk will not get up. He just sits there. John Cena says, "You've sold out, you're corporate, you're Mr. TKO, you're not a punk, you're a millionaire." He eviscerated him. He definitely, I'm surprised. I am very surprised that John Cena went as hard as he did, because he definitely, there's going to be some people, like the CM Punk haters are going to really latch on to these ideas and claim them as their own. From this point forward, watch. People will start using these insults that John Cena put on CM Punk here, and they'll start using it as if it's some new idea for them, as they hate on CM Punk. There's a couple other things that I wanted to see if I could talk about. Oh, man. I had it saved up here. Let me see. In-ring. I wanted to... in-ring. I wanted to talk a little bit more, but I can't find it. I'm an idiot. I lost it. So I wanted to see about more the deep cuts. What else did they say? Oh, he did bring up. I was trying to pull up the script, the manuscript for the promo, the pipe bomb, the John Cena pipe bomb, but I lost it on here. I think on Sunday maybe I'll do a comparison if I don't have to work tomorrow. But I probably do have to work. I have to work all the time at my day job, which I'm trying to quit. That's why I'm doing away the contest, giving away a belt. So please help me quit my day job and comment on the video. So he also says, breaking the fourth wall. He says, hi, Claudio Castagnoli, who is Cesaro in AEW actively. He said hi to Matt Cardona, who is King of the Indies and Chelsea Green's husband, and Zack Ryder. And then he also said hello to Nick Nemeth, and Nick Nemeth being Dolph Ziggler, basically saying, I think he was getting at that CM Punk kind of ran them out. I never heard that, but I never didn't hear that either, so I don't know what that story's about. I thought he was going to talk about AEW for a second, but no, he brought up those names. But pretty shocking that he brought up those names, especially because Claudio Cesaro is one of the Death Riders in the biggest angle in AEW. So, it would have been one thing if he had said Cesaro, but he actually called him by his name that he's being used in AEW. Now, Nick Nemeth is a pretty big deal, but he's in TNA and they got that relationship going. And then Matt Cardona, Indies, so it's not it's not huge, I guess. But that was a callback to when Punk said hello to Colt Cabana, but that is a kind of a double kick in the nuts, because CM Punk and Colt Cabana, they had a huge falling out, huge falling out, so much so that years later that led to CM Punk exiting AEW. But that's another time for another video. Actually, I did that video. It was the Seth Rollins CM Punk video that I did a while ago. So yeah, just he was ripping into him. It was so cool, so awesome. This was John Cena's heel, the best John Cena's heel turn has been. It's a shame that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he was booking it in the beginning or kind of set the wheels in motion and then left without giving it any direction, because it's taken this long for us to really get what this heel turn could have been. This heel turn is really starting to ramp up. We're getting John Cena more appearances. We're getting him actually wrestling on TV. We're getting callbacks to previous things in his career. Yes, he still wants to ruin wrestling, but he wants to do it in a way that's actually now entertaining. Just good stuff here all together. So many callbacks from R-Truth beating him to the table to just like beat for beat. The pipe bomb was just mwah, so amazing, so crazy. He said, "You're not cutting off my mic. I'm the only one who likes you. I hate the idea of you, Punk, that you're the best when I'm the GOAT." And he even said, "Listen to the crowd. It's changing." See, John Cena is now actively making the crowd change. He's not just telling them how horrible they are. He did call them idiots still, but he's doing it in a way that he's playing them. He's playing the crowd. He's the puppet master. Loved this promo. I'm really thinking on Sunday, if I can, I will try to do a comparison of the two, a breakdown of the two promos and where they actually where they meet and intersect and what the similarities are and everything. If you would like to see that. If you don't want to see it, put it in the comments. If you do want to see it, put it in the comments. It's refreshing to know if I'm doing content that you boys, you girls, you like. All right, so that was the promo, because then he kind of says he had a cool line. There was like 2 minutes left, and John Cena was like, "USA, you can keep your 2 minutes. You can keep your 2 minutes. I don't care." And then he kind of still just, he posed. There was like replays and stuff, so USA didn't get their 2 minutes. Big Daddy TKO was like, I got you for 2 more minutes, like Randy Savage to Spider-Man in Spider-Man #1. I got you for 3 minutes. Oh yeah, step into a Slim Jim. So that was your segment. Awesome segment. I was going to give, this was a very entertaining SmackDown, but the 2 non-finishes at the end, I was probably leading a 7 or an 8. So, like, now I'm leading 8 or 9 chops. I apologize, I also forgot how many chops on Raw last Monday. So let's restart though. Let's restart, because LA Knight had a really good night. Really made some progress into the main event scene here. He starts by just walking to the ring like a boss. We see a lot of other people entering the arena, but LA Knight walks to the ring like a boss. By the way, 10 yawns. I yawned 10 times. 1 in the first hour, 5 in the second hour, 4 in the third hour. The third hour was really good. I think it's just a victim of just too long, and I'm going to yawn. I work 50 hours a week. We had a big health inspection like 2 or 3 days ago. Like, there's just a lot of stuff, and they just keep adding stuff onto our plates. So I'm in a restaurant business, so that's kind of an appropriate pun, but just I'm exhausted. So like, maybe if I wasn't so tired, I would probably, like, the yawns would be 5, but you know what? I got a day job. So 10 yawns, 15 commercials, and an awesome LA Knight segment. LA Knight comes out, he looks good, right? I liked his vest or whatever it was, looked really like befitting. He looked like a main event dude. But then Paul Heyman comes out, and Paul Heyman is he's still going by the Wise Man. I don't think he should be going by the Wise Man. Like, he changes it up. Like, he was the special counsel to Brock Lesnar. He was, what was he to CM Punk? I forget what he was to CM Punk, but he's like been a manager. He changes it up every time. And I said he should be like he should just call himself a Muse, M-U-S-E for Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins is all about being an artist, the visionary and stuff. But someone said the interpreter of ceremonies. That made me laugh. I think that sounds like it's a Hunger Games reference, but whatever it is, wouldn't that be funny if Seth Rollins started referring to Paul Heyman as the interpreter of ceremonies? I love that. But Paul Heyman comes out. They have a little bit of back and forth. Knight roasts Paul, but then the Braun and Bronson, they come out, and they try to attack. At first, they get the upper hand, but then LA Knight comes with a chair, and he kind of drives them off. So one guy gets to drive them off with a chair, and I'm not sure about that, but then again, we need to make LA Knight look strong. We do go back. There's a backstage segment where it's announced that Bronson Reed is going to have a match with LA Knight, and then Paul Heyman's like, "See, told you, patience. Patience is everything." Asuka has a qualifying match against Alexa Bliss, and she wins clean. Very surprised about that, especially because she's in a program, kind of, sort of, with Charlotte Flair. Thought maybe we could have some kind of distraction. I love Asuka, but I think Alexa Bliss, I'm just like, you know, she was a pretty big deal a couple years ago. Surprised that they're just jobbing her out like that. I don't think she was buried, though. No shame in losing to Asuka. Very happy, excuse me. Wish I could cut that. Very embarrassing. But you know, one take, one shot. But we're humans. Get over it. Very happy they didn't Def Rebel. They didn't Def Rebel Asuka, and her music's intact. There was somebody with a sign. Actually, not a sign, but like a phone between Joe and Wade Barrett and it said "Fire Def Rebel." I totally agree with her. So Alexa loses. Asuka wins. Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Meacham. Those two are going after the tag titles at least, and then Jade's like, "Time for the queen to step up, basically. I was made for this. The storms are brewing." It was an okay promo. Jade looked pretty good. But it wasn't like, it didn't set the world on fire, but it showed that, you know, she has just presence. You know, Jade has presence. And it was an okay promo. Chelsea, we cut to Chelsea. She's mad at Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte then comes, and Alexa and Charlotte are both like, you know, I should have beat you last week or something. I don't know. I could have beat you. They're all arguing about who should have beat who, basically. And so we have Charlotte versus Green later in the night. This was a head scratcher. It's one of Pretty Deadly. I forget which one it is at the moment. He is Wilson. He's in the ring, and Aleister Black is coming, but then Truth attacks and says, "It's my time. I'm driving. I want Cena now." But then Jamie Noble comes and calms him down, almost like Black Widow to the Hulk, and calms him down and says, let's go to the back. And Aleister Black is just like, what's going on? While Wilson just got beat up. Apparently one of them is hurt, and that's why Pretty Deadly is not in the title scene right now. We have a Goldberg-Gunther package. Let's not let it ruin our night. We'll let Goldberg ruin our Mondays, but not our Fridays. So that package happened. Black goes up to Truth and says, "What's up, dude? Why are you doing that?" And they're about face to face, right? But then Damian Priest says, "Black, don't worry about it. It's cool." And then Priest is like, "What's up, dude? Why are you doing that?" And I wonder if those two are about to feud. That would be kind of a cool feud, because Damian Priest needs something, and maybe Ron Killings, not so much R-Truth, can be mad at how Damian Priest treated him in the Judgment Day many moons ago. So there we go, there. Then we have Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out. Whoa! He's about to speak, but then Jey Uso comes out. We have 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. I timed it, of yeeting plus the encore. That was 5 minutes. And Jey Uso says, "Hey, we're family, we're friends, I respect you, blah, blah, blah." Cody's about to speak, but then Sammy comes out. "Hey, man, I respect you. And then Cody's about to speak. Randy Orton comes out. "Hey, man, I said last week I was going to drop you, but I respect you. Respect. It's like Cody didn't have nothing to say. Everybody respected everybody, so Cody he didn't talk. He literally didn't talk at all because everybody had out-respected him, I guess. And yeah, so world-class levels of respect took place. And yeah, I would rather some lack of respect happening so they could just beat each other up. Come on, this is wrestling. But we do have a really good match with Sammy and Randy Orton. Better than I thought it would be. It went on for a decent amount of time. Randy Orton had to put in his hours today. He had to punch in, and he eventually does win. We then go to Nia. Nia comes out, and she's trash-talking Tiffany once again. And it's like, why are we doing this? What's going on here? And then Tiffany comes out and says, "I just got us in a last women's standing match," which was Like, that was a head scratcher, because last women's standing match is something Nia should want, not Tiffany, when you look at the dynamic of the two. You never want a last man standing match with the giant, and Nia's the giant. Nia starts beating up Tiffany, and Naomi comes out, showing that, just we're going to have a bunch of false teases for this apparently, because Triple H only knows how to do false teases. We have a yin-yang CM Punk John Cena video saying how they're each other's, like, opposite. So, like, when one was good, one was bad. One bad, one good. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good. I've seen better, but it was still good nonetheless. Then we have Chelsea Green versus Charlotte. Chelsea lost, but I don't think she was buried. I hate that she's lost so many in a row, but no shame in losing to Charlotte Flair. It's like, it's Charlotte. She's like the GOAT. Even if you don't like her, like, I can't see how you can deny how good she is. The one thing that did catch me in this, though, there was like, Charlotte did like a cartwheel or something, or a handstand, I don't know, some kind of like flip, but it wasn't really a move, and Chelsea's like, what the? I heard it, and it just goes to show me more of how I love Chelsea. She just puts these little things, little details that easy to miss, but if you catch it, you just appreciate her character more. Solo tells JC Mateo, hate that name, to stay in the back while he goes and talks to Jacob Fatu, but he says Jacob, he says JC, hate that name. Oh God, I hate that name. You need to stay back here. So then Solo goes to the ring, right? Solo's in the ring. He tells Jacob to come out. Jacob comes out. Solo tells Jacob everything. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I love you. You don't have to say it back to me. He gives him all of the ability to come back, and Jacob doesn't. Jacob says, you're just jealous. You brought me here because you wanted power. You wanted this. You wanted that. I mean, yeah, Solo did, but still, he treated him well. Like, I don't know. I'm a boss, right? I'm a boss of a restaurant. When I hire people, I'm doing it so, like, I don't have to wait tables or make the food and stuff. So it's like, but I can still be friends with or friendly with my employees. And so Solo, yeah, maybe Solo brought you. He needed a tough guy in his squad. So yeah, he brought you in to be a tough guy, but he still treated you pretty good. I don't know. It's like, they've given Solo some grayness to this feud, in that I don't think he's such a bad guy. Yes, he did say the all gas, no brains comment 3 weeks ago, which, yes, that's villainous right there. But other than that, he's been really good to Jacob, and so Jacob just crashes out on him, and then JC Mateo with this horrible name comes, attacks, they're beating him up, then Jimmy Uso comes. Jimmy Uso then starts to get beat up too, which is like, what about Jey Uso? Why doesn't Jey Uso come and help? He's in the building. We know that from earlier, the Respect-a-thon, but no, we don't get that. Eventually, though, Jacob and Jimmy get the upper hand. They go in the back. Jacob will get a match saying he gets 30 seconds of airtime, and he gets all 5 of his catchphrases in, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I still do like Jacob, but I've started to I'm kind of more siding with Solo, which is weird and surprising. Then we go to the LA Knight, to Bronson Reed match, and it was good, it was a good showcase, but at the end of the day, Bron Breakker just spears LA Knight. It's like, okay, we're done, time to wrap this up. He just spears him out of nowhere in the ring, disqualification. That was one of the 2 disqualification finishes that I was talking about earlier, and then they proceed to tsunami, 3 tsunamis, and LA Knight is out of the picture for a while. So he probably gets traded to Raw. He probably gets off TV for a good couple weeks, and then he returns for a SummerSlam match with Seth Rollins, which is okay, but like, I don't know, I don't want to really lose his momentum either. But yeah, after this is the whole R-Truth, CM Punk, John Cena pipe bomb, and we already talked about that. So how many chops am I going to give this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chops. 8 chops. I'm taking away 1 chop because of the whole the DQ finishes. But that pipe bomb was an all-timer. Like, we could talk about that rebuttal to this pipe bomb for a long time. I will give this SmackDown, I wish I could do 8.5, but I said I wouldn't do 0.5s. Screw it. 9 chops. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 chops. It didn't really bore me. Did not bore me at all. Did not bore me at all. It was, it kept things going, progressed some storylines, and that was an all-time promo at the end. So there you have it, boys and girls. That's my one take, one chop review. Please put hot takes in the community tab, and then try on Sunday to do a 1-to-1 comparison. No promises, but I'm going to try really hard. And then Monday, we'll be back here for Monday Night Raw. And we'll just keep this choo-choo train a-going. Wish I wouldn't have done that, but already did it. See ya. Goodbye. Good night. Love you all. Peace. Wish I would have done that either.